we're going to be breaking down the difference between a live webinar funnel and a VSL funnel. So let's get into it. The first mechanism we're going to have here is social media, organic content, basically. And the first here, in terms of organic content, is Instagram. And we have 4 different mechanisms for Instagram here, which are Reels, Posts, Stories, and Instagram Lives. So I'm going to break down each one of these mechanisms in a moment, so you want to stick with me here. But I'm going to give you the general idea. For Instagram is, you're basically going to use this to showcase the dream lifestyle you want your audience, that your audience wants. And you're also going to be posting, around 1 to 3 Reels per day, with multiple of those reels, running comment funnels. I'm going to explain what comment funnels are in a bit. We have it down below. You're also going to post Instagram stories promoting student results, like showing student results, and also running the comment funnel on your stories as well. So, like I said, we have 4 different mechanisms here: reels, posts, stories, and lives. And for each one of them, you're going to be running a comment funnel. And this comment funnel is actually a very simple thing, and a straightforward strategy, which is basically provide value upfront, ask your audience to comment a keyword to get more value from you. This could be a PDF, it could be a live webinar, or even just email sequences teaching them about a particular topic or skill. So ideally, if you see some Instagram stories that are going to say, okay, our students have achieved this, and that, $10,000 a month, $40,000 a month, and then on the next slide, you're going to see DM me, learn to get access to the resources that we use to help our students go from 0 to 10K a month, 0 to 40K a month. So it's very simple. And also in the video, it's pretty much the same thing. You show how your students achieve a particular mechanism, and you prompt people to, comment a particular keyword or DM you a keyword, and then you send them the resources that they can use to get the same results. Like that, from that way, you basically funnel them into your email list and your webinar, and which I'm going to explain in a second. So the second one I'm going to go into here, and by the way, just these comment funnels are all running to a particular page here, which I'm going to reveal in a bit. But let's break down all the different organic content mechanisms here. So the second one is YouTube, and your YouTube channel, it serves as a top of funnel or middle funnel infrastructure. You need to post about 3 to 4 videos a month, teaching people about a specific topic. And you're also going to dive into some of the more advanced concepts or the videos to further educate your funnel and to further educate your audience. And this is going to be at the middle of funnel, because you bring in there are 3 steps of the funnel. The first step is the top of funnel. The second step is the middle of funnel. And the third step is the bottom of the funnel. Now, the top of the funnel is where you introduce people into your ecosystem. You make them, you introduce yourself, basically, and you can do this in many different ways by going to podcasts. You can create viral videos, viral tweets, whatever that might be. So this is a way for new people to get introduced to who you are, and then the educational content is now going to sieve through that list of people who have just come into your ecosystem, and is going to start teaching them, because not everyone is going to be interested in what you're trying to sell or what you're trying to teach. So the funnel is basically a filtration system that is going to take people from top of funnel, might remove some of those people and push some more people down to the middle of the funnel, and also push some more people down to the bottom of the funnel. So not everyone that comes into your ecosystem is going to buy. Just wanted to make that very, very clear. That's why we need a funnel. So your YouTube has 4 different mechanisms here, which are educational videos, podcasts, YouTube lives, and YouTube shorts. Now, you could actually turn your podcast into YouTube shorts. You could turn your YouTube live into YouTube shorts. You could turn your educational videos into YouTube shorts. So YouTube shorts is a very good top of funnel mechanism, because you could get unlimited content for YouTube shorts, but it's harder to get unlimited content in terms of like educational videos and podcasts, because for YouTube shorts you basically can just clip up 30 to 60 second clips from a podcast or video live, and you just turn it into a YouTube short. So that way, if you have like multiple long videos, hour-long videos, you can have like hundreds of YouTube shorts to post, right? So for YouTube shorts, ideally you want to post 1 to 3 YouTube shorts per day. This is going to be a top of funnel mechanism to bring people into your ecosystem with these short clips that don't go into much detail but are interesting. That's the key here. And this prompts the shorts viewers to go and watch your long form videos, which moves them further down the funnel. right? So the third we're going to look here is the TikTok, and the TikTok is very similar to Instagram. We just have like very small differences. So TikTok is both a top of funnel and middle of funnel strategy. Most creators, post controversial takes or social opinions to get a wider reach, and that's what I mean when I talk about the top of funnel. You're basically introducing everyone, like introducing new people to your content. Now, the middle of funnel is where you get to separate buyers and non-buyers, because buyers are going to continue watching the educational content, while the non-buyers are most likely going to not engage or even be interested in the content at all. So that's why you need to create educational content. Once you create, you need to have a system that pushes out educational content on a regular basis. Once you have these viral social opinion, controversial videos in place, because it's going to take people that have just come into your audience, and then it's going to nurture them using educational content, right? So with TikTok, there are two ways you can do this. You can do this through Reels, and you can do this through TikTok Live. TikTok Lives are actually it's a more of a middle of funnel strategy, because you are nurturing people who have already been introduced to you, right? Reels is both top of funnel and middle of funnel. So that's very important to keep in mind. And yeah, you're still going to be running the comment funnel. As you can see, the arrow here directs to the comment funnel. So you're still going to be running the comment funnel from your TikTok lives and your TikTok reels. Now let's go into the fourth one, which is going to be your X account, the goated X. So X is basically a top of funnel and middle of funnel strategy. You create lead magnets and viral tweets to introduce new people into your ecosystem. And notice how there's a common theme here. You have to bring people in, nurture people, and then get those people to buy. So implementing, you can implement long form videos and threads to nurture your audience to become buyers. And just to break down lead magnets a bit, lead magnets are basically free resources that you're giving out to people in exchange for their email or their contact details, basically. So this could be their email, their phone number, their name. So these three types of information, you'll be able to get access to them on a more personal level. So their email, you can add them to an email list. With their phone number, you can dial them up. You can get setters to dial them up, or you can dial them up yourself if like you don't have a lot of leads or you have time on your hands. But I'm guessing you're an entrepreneur that has a lot of operations to run, and you shouldn't really spend time dialing up these people unless you have like so much time, right? And also here you have something called soft sell tweets, and you have hard sell tweets, right? And I'm going to break down what soft sell and hard sell are. So soft sell is basically just like we said on Instagram stories, posting social proof. That's one way to do soft sell. And forgive me for adding one extra L here. But yeah, a soft sell is basically kind of an indirect way of telling people to work with you, right? Showing people what other people are achieving while working with you. So you don't want to go hard. You just want to go soft. Basically show them a testimonial. This is what our client has done. This is how much our client has been able to make. And this is why you should work with us, right? And you have your CTA and the book a call. While a hard sell is going to go direct and say, this is what we offer. This is how you're going to buy it. You can either book a call, you can just buy it directly. Whatever the method you're using to sell it, it could be on a sales call, you could buy it directly. So normally for a low ticket offer, you're going to go on the site and buy it directly. You're going to prompt people to go buy it on the site directly. But if it's for something that is a high ticket offer, these people need to speak to someone, because it's a more significant investment than $99 or $35, whatever the number may be. So it's very important to understand that there's a distinction between high ticket and low ticket landing pages, and I have a video on my channel. You can go check that out. It breaks down the difference between a low ticket and high ticket landing page and how you should set each one up. And you can also see here, this is also going to go to a common funnel. This is not normally called a common funnel on Twitter, but there are also situations where it can be a common funnel. But like, for a lead magnet, you can say, okay, comment to get access to this, and people, basically a common funnel actually. I think I was wrong there. But anyways, so yeah, you have meta ads. This is the fifth mechanism for a live webinar funnel. So this is actually one of the strategies that we use for one of our clients who just launched an offer recently. So meta ads will be used as a top of funnel strategy to get people to sign up for the webinar. And basically you're going to be running ads, and your ads are going directly to the webinar registration page. Now, before we go into the webinar registration page, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to just make it very clear that every single mechanism here is attached to a comment funnel. So you can see Instagram, all the mechanisms, live, stories, posts, reels are direct into the comment funnel. YouTube, your shorts, comment funnel, your educational videos, comment funnel. Your podcasts are going to be transformed into YouTube shorts. Your YouTube lives are also going to be transformed into YouTube shorts. Now, one very important thing to note as well is that, for your YouTube channel, you can also have your page redirect to. You can also have your link in the description. Basically, people can click the link in your description to go, join, register for the webinar. So that's one very important thing to note. You can do the comment funnel with YouTube Shorts, but usually for educational videos and for podcasts and for YouTube Lives, you want to put the link in your description. On that description, you're going to have the link to register to your webinar, and that's going to go directly to this webinar registration page. So from this comment funnel, usually when people comment, I just wanted to get that out of the way for the for the educational videos, because it's obviously different. You can't tell people to comment. So you get the point. But for the comment funnel, basically after they comment something, let's say you ask them to comment 20 to get access to the resource or to join your webinar. They comment 20, you send them the link to your webinar registration page. So this is the webinar registration page here. You can see. So when they register for the webinar, and you can see here the webinar has saved my spots here. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the webinar registration page is just a page that promises something and then asks these prospects to save, ask them to save their spot on the webinar, so that they can join the webinar when it's live. So ideally, what happens after you join, you save your spot for the webinar, is that you're added to an email nurturing plus reminder sequence. So you're added to the email list, and you get sent a bunch of emails over, depending on how long it is before the webinar actually starts. Let's say it's like 2 days before the webinar, 4 days before the webinar, you're going to get a bunch of emails. Number 1, educating you on what the product is. Number 2, reminding you of the webinar, and also sending you the links in the emails. So you're going to be added from there. And then the day of the webinar is going to be framed as a value extraction live stream for the prospect. You're going to tell them, come, you're going to extract value, you're going to learn this, and that. And after the webinar, they are prompted to book a call or purchase directly using a checkout link at the end of the webinar. So from the checkout page, so after the webinar, they're redirected to the checkout page. They visit the checkout page, they make the purchase, and they are redirected to the thank you page with the onboarding directions. So this is when you're looking at when it's zoomed out, it looks a bit complicated. Obviously, it can be intimidating, not gonna lie. But once you get to understand how it works, it's actually pretty simple. So from webinar registration page, to the actual webinar, then to the checkout page, and to the thank you page. This is how you want to run it. Now that is for the live webinar funnel. Now let's break down the VSL funnel. So what's VSL? The VSL is a video sales letter, and the reason why this is called a VSL funnel is because the sales pages that we're going to be using here are not like the webinar registration funnels. They're actually different, and they usually have a VSL on them, and they're trying to sell something directly on the page. They're not asking you to save a spot or anything like that. So we're going to go into the organic methods of running the VSL funnel. So we have the Instagram, which is the same strategy like we discussed in the live webinar section. You use to showcase the lifestyle. You post 1 to 3 reels per day. You're also going to post an Instagram stories with student results, and also run the comment funnel on your stories. So we have 4 mechanisms here, like always: reels, posts, stories, and live. And you want to redirect them to the VSL landing page, right? And you also want to have the link in your bio for Instagram. You want to have that link because once they're either sent this VSL link to their DMs after they comment a particular keyword, they're going to be redirected to either fill out a type form or purchase the course through a warp link or ClickFunnels checkout page. Now there are multiple different ways to do your course purchase. These are the 2 predominant ones. That's why I'm using warp and ClickFunnels. because that's what most people in the industry use. And before you actually determine which one, I'm going to explain why it's going to be a type form or why it's going to be a WAP link. So the reason why it's going to be a type form is if and only if it is a high ticket program. You're going to absolutely waste your time if you're jumping on a call for $100 program or like a $300 program. It's a waste of time, right? It's a waste of time and resources. So you want them to purchase this course through a WAP link. You want them to fill out a type form, sorry. And if it's a low ticket program, you want them to purchase it through the WAP link or the ClickFunnels checkout. Now, the reason is because low ticket requires, it's a lower investment. So, but a high ticket program is a more significant investment. And these people want to speak to someone. They want to know if all their needs are covered before they make the huge investment. So, but before we actually go into this section, let me break down all the other parts. I'm going to break those down in a second. So the YouTube is basically the same thing. YouTube channel is obviously the top of funnel or middle funnel infrastructure. You post 3 to 4 videos a month teaching people about a specific topic. You dive into some advanced concepts in the videos to educate your audience. You plug a CTA at the end of the videos and also a link in the description to book a call, and they can schedule a call with your team or buy the course directly. So for YouTube, you have your podcasts, you have your YouTube live, you have your YouTube shorts, and you have your educational videos. And all these are going to be redirecting to the VSL landing page. And then we have TikTok. And for our TikTok, like we said before, it's both a top of funnel and middle of funnel strategy. And most creators post controversial takes, social opinions, in order to get the wider reach, and then they post more of educational content to nurture the audience. So for TikTok, the two mechanisms we have here are the Reels and the Lives. So these Reels and Lives are going to be redirecting as well to the VSL landing page. So there's going to be a prompt. Click the link in the description to go buy my course or to check out my program or to join my free email list. It could be anything, right? But for this specific one, when we're running like a VSL funnel, we need it to be we need the traffic to be directed to our VSL sales page, which is obviously the VSL landing page. So the VSL landing pages are usually structured like this, with a VSL at the header. This is called the VSL. This is a bit blurry, but I'm going to link the actual document in the description. So it's usually like this. We have a headline, we have an eyebrow, we have a subheadline, we have a VSL. This is why it's called a VSL funnel, a VSL landing page, because we have a VSL here, and then we have the CTA. So, like you said, if it's a high ticket program, they fill out the type form. If it's not, they purchase the course through the WAP link or CF checkout. Now, I'm going to explain 2 of the routes. Basically leads to the same thing, but let's just break it down. So when they fill out the type form, they're going to schedule a call with sales, and the sales team, once they fill out the type form, they schedule a call with the sales team, and if the sales team closes them, they get onboarded into the program. But if not, they get added back into the email nurture sequence. And now this is kind of repeating the process to get these people to book a call again. So after they added to the email nurture sequence, they sent a series of email nurturing sequence, and then they have a new, there's something called a hard sell with email. So it's basically the same thing that we explained with tweets, where you have like a hard sell. In an email sequence, you ideally want to have around 4 to 6 emails, and then a hard sell email. I personally, for my email list, what I do is 4 value-based emails, 1 soft sell, and then 1 hard sell. So in the email nurture sequence, we obviously want to have a hard sell where we tell them, hey, go buy my program. This is why you should buy the program, and this is basically this is the link to go buy the program. So if it's a high ticket program, they get to fill out the type form. If it's not, then they're going to buy the course through the WAP link or through the ClickFunnels checkout. And as you can see here, if it's let's say after they click the link to the high ticket program, if it's a low after they click the link to the VSL funnel, they're going to, once they purchase the course through the WAP link or ClickFunnels checkout, then they get onboarded into the program. So apologies there if my brain was lagging a bit, but anyways, let's go to the next here. The next here is going to be X. And for our X here, why is this not zooming in? All right, so let's do this anyways. For our X, what we want to do for our X here is we want to create lead magnets and viral tweets. We want to create short form tweets, and we want to create long forms / threads. So all of this content is going to be redirected to our VSL landing page. And these lead magnets are a way to get new people into your ecosystem, like we explained in the live webinar section. And the short form tweets as well bring people into your ecosystem and also nurture people. So short form tweets are also top of funnel and middle of funnel, while the long form are usually middle of funnel because you're educating people who are already a part of your audience. So after that, we have the soft sell tweets, and we also have the hard sell tweets. And both the soft sell and hard sell are also going to be redirecting to the VSL landing page. So how this works is, for a hard sell is going to be, this is what I'm selling, this is the offer I'm giving you, this is the link. The link is going to be in the first comment below, and you click that and you can go purchase the offer or book a call with my team if it's a high ticket program. So also for ads is basically the same thing as well with our webinar funnel. They click the link from an ad, they are redirected to the VSL landing page. If it's a high ticket program, they book a call. They fill out the type form and book a call. If it's a low ticket program, they purchase the course directly from your ClickFunnels checkout or your WOP checkout. So that's how I work for all of these mechanisms. Let me know if you have any questions below. I do hope you got some value out of this. We build funnels like this for infopreneur creators, consultants, and coaches. So if you need one of this installed for your business, or you need a landing page for your business, if you don't need a full funnel, you just need a landing page, click the link below, schedule a call with me, schedule a one-on-one call with me, and I'm going to see how it can help you. Now, with that being said, my name is Brilliance, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Also, if you got any value out of this as well, click the link click the video that is going to be either here or here. My throat is fucking burning. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe to the channel as well. I don't know why it's so like I remember this stuff so late. But like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you guys. I love you guys. Mwah.